right, guys, welcome back to Downtown Rams. As always, I'm your host, Alexis Kraft, joined here with my co host, Jake Ellenbogen. And we are continuing with our 2022 NFL Draft Prospect interviews. And joining us on the show right now, we have Dennis Houston Jr., wide receiver from Western Illinois. How are you doing, Dennis?
I'm great.
Well, we're excited to talk with you and glad to hear that. Starting it right off the bat, just want to know what age you started playing football, Dennis, and when it became apparent that you could play in the NFL one day.
Man, I started with a lot of sports: baseball, basketball, football, around the age of 7, and it's always been a dream to just make it professional, whether that be in the NBA or NFL. But sooner or later, I realized that I had a real talent for football. And I'd probably say when I used to play in the park in my neighborhood, I used to be just better than everybody or faster and just good at the sport. So it just naturally came to me, and I just stuck with it.
And growing up, did you watch a lot of the NFL? And if so, who was your favorite player?
When I first started watching football, I started watching the Baltimore Ravens. I was a safety when I was young, and I just loved defense. So it was like Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, that whole team. And but offensively, now that I play receiver, I would say growing up I liked the Larry Fitzgerald's, just the consistent receivers.
Absolutely. I mean, those are, obviously some huge names there. Makes a lot of sense. Moving into this next question, I just want to get your thoughts on what made you ultimately decide to play at Western Illinois.
Well, I was in the JUCO in California, and I had talked to the receiver coach at Western Illinois. He was a good guy. I liked how he talked football. I liked how he just talked to me as a man. You know what I'm saying? Some coaches know how to talk to a player and relate. And so that decision was easy to me because I had that connection with him easy and often. So that was one thing that drew me close to Western and helped me make that decision.
And say that you were talking to an incoming recruit, maybe somebody who was interested in playing football at Western Illinois. How would you pitch the school to them as well as the football program?
It wouldn't be the school itself because I don't know if you know where Western Illinois is, but it's in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty secluded, I would say. But if you want to be challenged, I would say on the field as far as the conference, because it's an amazing conference. I'm pretty sure you know the North Dakota States, the schools that produce NFL talent every year. It's a place where you can put your name on the map and make a name for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on, talking about that, you said, great conference, obviously, and a lot of talent. Is there one that stands out to you as the toughest that you went up against?
I said it again, my fault. I couldn't hear you.
No worries. Is there one player from college, football? Is there one player that stands out to you as the toughest player that you went up against?
That I went up against defensively, or just like played against?
I mean, it could be either or.
Okay. I would say the running back from South Dakota State, he was a lot to handle for my defense. Pierre Strong.
Yeah, he's very good.
We interviewed him on this show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's nice. But yeah, I say him or Trey Lance. I mean, you could tell that he had NFL talent written over him when we played him. You know what I'm saying? He was just calm, poised, made every play, made every right decision, I would say. But yeah.
And looking back at your college career, is there a favorite game that you ever played in?
I would say the first game of this past season was against Ball State. I had a hell of a game.
I think that's the game. Didn't you have like 273 receiving yards that game?
Yeah, 240. Yeah,
240.
Right. Like, it was crazy. It really felt like a movie. I really couldn't. You know what I'm saying? But we actually played our old defensive coordinator, who was a defensive coordinator at Ball State, so we knew what he was going to throw at us. We knew how to adjust, so it all came easy, to be honest.
And I just want to get your thoughts. You play the wide receiver position, obviously. What do you feel is the most important trait to manning that position?
Man, it's easy to mess up, but just being consistent. You know what I'm saying? From blocking to route running, creating separation, catching. You got to have a short memory for sure, like dropping a pass or missing a block or whatever it may be. But you got to be mentally strong as well. And I guess you just got to be mentally tough. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And what would you say is your biggest strength as a player?
I feel like I'm a well-rounded receiver. I could be plugged into any system and thrive, or I can make any play for my team or for that situation.
Absolutely. And, looking at, the other side of it, what's one area of your game you're looking to improve upon the most?
I wouldn't say there's any certain area of my game that lacks, but if it would have to be anything, it would be maybe just being better after the catch. I suppose. I'm just the type of guy to get north. I don't dance. I don't try to go sideline to sideline. I'm just gonna pierce and get north. So I guess I could do a better job making people miss. I don't know.
Yeah, and this next question is just kind of a fun question, but who is a defensive back that you would love to match up against in the NFL?
Jalen Ramsey, easy. you gotta go against the best to be the best. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
True.
that matchup, it's gonna test you as a player, as a person. You know what I'm saying? Just for everybody knows he likes to talk. So matching his energy, matching his level of aggression would be something I'd look forward to.
Yeah, it's funny. It wasn't that long ago where it was actually a question whether or not he was the best in the league at one point. Now it just doesn't seem like anybody, like it just looks unanimous. Like he's the best defensive back in football. It's funny how that is kind of evolved, but kind of moving into it with this question, kind of related to that. We do cover the Los Angeles Rams throughout the NFL season and some of the off season. So I just want to, ask you if you have had any contact or spoken with the Rams at all throughout this draft process.
I was talking to all 32 teams. Pretty much after that Ball State game, I talked to every team, rode through the school and had a conversation with me just to see what type of guy I was or however they do their process of selecting prospects and all that. But I've definitely had a conversation with them.
That's awesome. We like to hear that for sure. Obviously, being Rams fans, but we'll be fans of you no matter where you go, as
Right.
we are with everyone who comes on this show.
Right.
But it'd be cool to see you end up in LA.
Right.
But to close us out here, in your own words, who is Dennis Houston Jr. as a person, and who is he as a player?
Anybody that knows me, I'm hardworking. I got a work ethic of. That's who I am. I would say I work hard. I try to do everything right. As a person, I strive to be compassionate and understanding and open-minded individual, I would say. But as a football aspect, I work hard.
Well, that's awesome. I think it's a great answer. And then this final question here, kind of off the gridiron a little bit, not really football related, but we just want you to recommend us a TV show, an album, and a snack.
TV show, album, and a snack. I actually just finished Snowfall, so that's a pretty good show. Album, I don't know if you listen to Lil Baby. I liked My Turn. That's a good album, 2020. And
Yep.
snack. I'm really not a candy guy. I'll probably just say like some Doritos. I don't know.
Well, those are still good. That's still a good snack.
Yeah.
What's funny, so I actually love Lil Baby, and he actually just was on, it was released today. Today's Friday. This song in a song with Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
Which was like a duo that I did not expect to make a song together because they are two completely different genres. But it was actually very good. I listened to it this morning. You should check it out if you like both of those guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, all good recommendations. Thank you for that. Thank you for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. Like I said earlier, busy time. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're excited for you. 6 days now away, the draft.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
But we'll be cheering for you. We wish you the best of luck. We'll definitely stay in touch. And yeah, we hope you have an amazing memory-filled weekend next weekend. Excited to see where you end up. And stay healthy. 6 days.
Yeah, good luck to y'all too.
Thank you,
Thank
Dennis. You take care. We'll be in touch.
Sure.